Hello everyone, Hawaii 50 here. I wanted to do an update because it's been a while since I've done one, and B, I've added a lot of stuff to the tank and got a few things to go over. So firstly, the Refugium, it looks like the caliper has pulled through. I went away with on a trip, and before I left there was 3 possible stems growing. When I came back there were 6. Since I've been back, there are now a couple more potential growing. It's kind of hard to see, but there's one there. There's another one here. There's another one somewhere else, but I can't really see it on the camera for you. So these are growing well. The Chaeto algae, unfortunately, it was a brown mass when I came back, so I had to throw that out. And the rock that was in here was just caked in hair algae, so I moved that rock out and put it into the live rock chamber and put in a new piece here. My reasoning behind that was that the hair algae was growing so much that I was concerned that perhaps it would start taking over the Refugium a little bit, so I just want to move that out. And since I've also put in a couple hermit crabs and some snails as well, and you can kind of see, well, maybe not so much, but you can kind of see where they've eaten away at some of that, especially on this baffle here as well. So they've been, that's one night's worth. I put them in just last night because I was getting a little bit concerned. This rock's been in here for a while because I was using it as a chamber to hold one of my fish, and I'll go over that story later. But yeah, so this is how the Refugium's looking. The caliper looks like it's pulling through quite nicely, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see how things are going with that. But very, very pleased with how things are going there. So far as the tank goes, let me start you off. I've got some corals in the tank now, so let me start you off over here. Sorry about that. So I got a few zoanthids. On the left we have Fiji Super Green, and on the right we have Flame Skirt. Not too sure what's going on in this section here. They don't seem to be holding their shape too well, and I'm just wondering maybe if it's because it's too high a flow or something. I'm not too sure. But all the others around that area are holding quite well, so I'm not really too sure what to make of that. I haven't Googled it yet or anything or done any research on it, but maybe one of you guys might know, if you're watching, if that's something to be cause for concern. I mean, they open up every day, every morning, and they stay open all day, so my understanding is if they were under any stress or anything, they would have closed up by now. So not too sure about that one. Also got a free sample of Aptasia just there. He's quite big actually. He's bigger than he looks. I also have a candy cane coral here. I got this from Blue Zoo Aquatics, and it's a beautiful piece. Really, really liking that. Only paid 30 bucks for that, so it's really good. You can also see in the background there my Banggai Cardinal. He is supposedly captive bred. The reason why I say supposedly is because he's not really eating. He'll have a brine shrimp here or there, and he'll have a little bit of the fish food that I'm putting in, but he's just not really showing that much interest in his food. So I'm just going to have to keep going with him. Had him about a week and a half now, give or take, and he's improved slowly, so maybe it's just a question of patience more than anything else. I have also here a neon candy cane, or a kryptonite candy cane. I got this from a guy locally who's grows and sells corals, and paid 20 bucks for this piece, so quite happy with that. And then my last piece of coral is just a Australian green Hammerhead. And again, I got it from the same guy who gave me or sold me the candy canes. I also have a cleaner shrimp in here, and he is over the other side here. You can kind of see him there behind the Banggai. This guy is so desperate to clean the fish. When I put my hand in, when I was trying to set the corals up, he came straight to my hand and started picking at it. So the Banggai hasn't quite worked him out yet, but hopefully they'll get it sorted eventually. I also have in the tank a Royal Grama who's super shy, although he's out right now. I don't think we're going to be able to see him very well. You can kind of see him back there at the back of the cave. He did a bit of a disappearing act on me actually for 2-3 days, and I found him in my filter sock. I have no idea how he got there, because he has to go through a layer of sponge at the back of the overflow. You see that there? He has to go through that sponge, so I don't know how he managed it. It could have been on the other side where I don't have as good a view of how the sponge sits, but he ended up in the filter sock for a few days. And so then that was my reasoning behind putting the rock in the Refugium. I put him in the Refugium so he could sit quietly and kind of recover a little bit. And then after a couple days I put him into the main tank. So he's doing much better now, and he eats like a madman, I'm pleased to say. So very happy with how things are going. The Banggai, the cleaner shrimp, and the Royal Grama, the zoanthids, and the candy cane coral at the top here, they all came from Blue Zoo Aquatics. I'm really happy with the order, don't have any complaints, and I'm going to be ordering from them again really. I will try also Live Aquaria and Diver's Den as well, but for now I was really happy with Blue Zoo Aquatics. Prices, the service, and the quality of the products that came through, so I'm definitely going to be using those again. And my next order will be in about 2 weeks time, which will be a month after I added the first 2 fish. So that order will consist of 2 more fish and 1 piece of coral. So every month or once a month I'll add something in small amounts. I've got a list of 9 fish that I'm going to add to the tank, and they're all very small, the largest being a flame angel. The rest of them are all around the 2 to 3 inch mark. So I'm not going to tell you what they are, just let you see them as I add them, otherwise what would be the sense in that. So yeah, here we go, we're away. Corals, fish, inverts, we're looking good. So we'll see you again in a couple of weeks, guys. Questions, comments, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.